Alright, Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rachag Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS who rule well. And also honor and salutation to those of you who are hopeful elect and are out there teaching the word in sincerity and truth. Alright, so today I want to talk about an article I saw earlier on the group chat. And I'll say this, man, you know, we are in historical times, man. You know, that the things that we've been waiting for are coming to pass at an alarming rate, you know, and you can feel it. You can feel something getting ready to happen, man. And it's gonna be epic. You know, the elder apostle Tahar already dubbed this the year of Karagma, and all roads lead to that, man. And you know, we're blessed to be able to see and be a part of this time, man. You know, the sentiment used to be when I was younger. It used to be not in my lifetime, or I'll never see it. And there was a level of fear to that statement. You know, I didn't want to see it because I was afraid. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what was in store. But now that we know what's in store, right? Now that we know what's going to happen, you know, we know that those things need to happen. You know, we now wait for it with bright eyes. You know, hoping to usher in the kingdom of heaven. You know, so the article, which I'm going to pull up in just a minute, was regarding EBT and being unable to use it. So Salakia, allegedly, the EBT benefits, food stamps, if you will, were supposed to last through the end of the month, but you're starting to see certain stores unable to process either the documentation to be approved to have EBT used in their store, or the machines are not receiving the EBT cards that you would normally use to scan for your food. And you know, imagine that, right? A scenario where, you know, it's grocery shopping time. It's that time of the month where your EBT is loaded up again, and you got a carriage and a half. You got a carriage and a half full of groceries, and you make your way up to the aisle. You know, you talking to your baby in the carriage, and don't touch that. That's not yours. No, you're not getting no candy. We're almost out of here. And then you get that last bloop. You know, that last scan, that last item. You take your EBT card out of your purse or your wallet, and you scan it. Put your PIN number in, and the grocer comes back and tells you that, you know, sorry, there's no funds in this card. You say, what? It's the fifth. I get my joint reloaded every the fifth of every month. So nah. There's been some kind of mistake. And you go and you scan it again, put your PIN number in, and declined again. What are you gonna do with that carriage and a half worth of groceries, man? Right? I mean, what are you gonna do when you gotta walk your Doritos back to the aisle, and you gotta walk your chicken breast back, and you gotta walk your loaves of bread back? What are you gonna do when you gotta walk your milk back? What are people going to do? This is going to cause mass hysteria. That's what it's gonna do, right? And you always think of these little scenarios. You always think of you always think of different ways that they would implement the chip, right? How are they gonna do it? What's gonna make them do it? And fear is the best way to do it, right? But in this case, it's not like fear, like, oh, I'll kill you if you don't take this chip, or I'll put you in prison if you don't take this chip, which it will become, right? But this fear is, oh shit, my EBT got cut off just like that, and they're telling me that they got an easier way for me to make sure that I can get my benefits. Yeah, I'll take it. That's that fear of not being able to eat, man. This is why the scriptures say this. What is that? I think it's Matthew 4:4. Yeah. This is Matthew 4:4. It says, "But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the living power." You see? So this is what we're hoping for. This is what we understand, is that there's gonna come a time where you ain't gonna be able to have bread, but you're still gonna have to sustain, right? Right. So are the masses going to be able to stay sane and say, oh, this time will pass? No, man. No. There's been famines before in the world, and we read of cannibalism, right? We read about people eating bird shit, right? You read about people eating leather and shoelaces, right? These things have been written into history. So imagine what will happen in this time when EBT is gone, when you don't have your benefits. What are you gonna do? And then they wave that chip in your face and tell you, look, you can have your EBT benefits, but you gotta take this chip, right? So let me read this article, and I got a couple of scriptures that I want to read, and then I'll get out of here. So this is the article here. It says this is from the Organic Prepper, I believe the site is called. I'm imagining. I just found this article, but this might be a site I might want to get into. Organic Prepper, huh? All right. Well, it says this is the header. It says it's starting. A grocery store in Indiana says they can't process food stamp payments due to government shutdown. Right? So what are you gonna do when you see this sign? The kids is already pissing you off. They gotta have their daily fix of that fucking grape drink. So you walk up into the store and you see this on the window, you gonna be feeling that, man. You gonna feel that, right? So let me read a little bit of this article. Thought it was pretty good. Some good things I wanted to read in here. All right. So this says it's by Daisy Luther. It says, we weren't expecting to see a loss of food stamp benefits until the end of January, but a grocery store in Indiana reported they are unable to process EBT payments, and a store in Pennsylvania is unable to have necessary paperwork approved for them to continue accepting EBT. In Clay City, Indiana, the local IGA discovered the problem last week. Initially, they thought it was a technical glitch. Our machines weren't taking any EBT cards, and we didn't really know what was going on. We didn't know if it was a technical issue, and then we found out it was due to the government shutting down, Tristan Malone said, right? So he says there's an update here. This is just a continuation, right? So it says officials at the that happened to me before. Officials at the Indiana Family and Social Services Administration have confirmed that issues with the EBT payments at one Clay City grocery store are due to a technical error and aren't related to the government shutdown, as the store's management previously claimed. However, no explanation has been forthcoming, nor has an estimated time the service will resume been provided. So let's say it's not, right. Let's say it's not the government shutdown that's causing this, right. This doesn't make the idea of mass hysteria any less, right. People are still going to go crazy if they can't use their EBT cards. So this is still a scenario that can lead us into other things regarding prophecy, right? Famines, right? People going into each other's houses, harming their neighbor that they grew up with for bread, right? So it says, and although it's for a slightly different reason, the Red Lion store in York County, Pennsylvania, has also had issues. New owners recently purchased the grocery store and sent in their application to accept government benefits before the shutdown occurred. Right now, we're officially frozen because the government is shut down and we can't process our application. Tom Lohr is the new owner of D&K. He says they tried to get pre-approved for the license before the sale went through. We tried to be proactive and start this in December, late November, early December. Late November, early December. Set up the new entities with the businesses. It just has not worked out. Okay. Laura purchased the business, but doesn't own the company name, so the license belongs to the original owners. All right, so there was another. Here's where I want to get to. Let me see. So look at this, right? More than 42 million Americans rely on food stamps, right? That's a lot of people, man. 42 million people. Imagine. 42 million people. I'm gonna tell you 42 million people look like. Right there. That's what 42 million. No, you ain't gonna cut my food stamps off. You better scan that card again. What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do when the time comes? She ain't missed a meal since '83. What's gonna happen? You see? It's interesting, man. It's gonna be an interesting time. It's gonna be interesting to see. Look at this one. Oh my goodness, yo. Look at it's gonna be I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Don't shake your head no at me. Yes it is. Yes it is. These are the people that don't have their heart set on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And not that they don't all look like this, but the sentiment, the frame of mind is the same. Their hearts aren't set on the Lord, and because it's not, He's gonna show them what it's like when you depend on Egypt, man. Okay. So let me go back here. It says a lot of people are very smug when it comes to those who rely on EBT benefits for food. Picturing people driving Cadillacs to pick up their government-funded lobster and then go home and watch daytime soaps. But if you consider the state of the economy, it's no surprise that there are millions who can't make ends meet. Almost half of all Americans can barely afford both food and rent every month. Prices are just getting higher and wages are not increasing to meet the demands. Really, the average EBT user isn't always who you'd expect. Any considering 15 million children are living in homes below the poverty line. The kids will be the ones to suffer. it's pretty easy to be judgmental about those who accept food stamps if you have a good job and a full pantry. But remember that not everyone is in their situation by choice. Nobody is immune to hard times. I've been there myself. Of course, that's true, right? But there's a level of sass, right? A level of arrogance, a level of pride to those people, right? Those people that are on hard times, talking shit and not managing their funds well, right? So what's gonna happen, man? This is another way that they're gonna implement this chip. Yeah, you remember when that shutdown happened, don't you? Man, I didn't read this far down, but I'm gonna go ahead and read this when I get a chance. And you can read this article when you get the opportunity. I'm just gonna go into some of these scriptures here that I have written down. All right, this is Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Right. So how are we going to be protected from this time? By having faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Believing that much like he clothes the lilies of the field, understanding that he would do the same for us, man, and believing it. Taking no thought of the next day, but allowing your trust to be in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for what things of tomorrow will bring. That's how we're going to be protected, man, going forward. Okay. Matter of fact, let me read that. This is Luke 12:22. It says this. I'll start at 21. It says, so is he that layeth up treasures for himself and is not rich toward the Most High. And he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, for the Most High feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls? And which of you, with taking thought, can add to his stature 1 cubit? If ye then be not able to do that thing which is least, why take ye thought for the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow, and toil not, they spin not, and yet I say unto you, that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If then the Most High so clothe the grass, which is today in the field, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith? And seek not ye what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. But rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things shall be added unto you. Right? So these things have to happen in order for the kingdom of heaven to be ushered in, man. So your hope should be so deep into ushering in the kingdom that you don't even think about your day to day, man. So that's it, man. I had some other scriptures here, but let me see. I know what that one. Oh, shit. I know what that one says. Let me see what I got here in this other list. Yeah. So I'll stop there, and maybe I'll do another installment with these other scriptures, if the Lord is willing. All right, so yeah, that was that article that I saw. The time is here, brothers. You know, get down on your knees and pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to increase your faith, because that's what you're gonna need in these days. All right, so with that, I say shalom.